guys, and welcome to my channel. It's Alexis. I want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. And today on this video, we are going to be discussing 8 ways in which how to make your money work for you. So way number 1 is to obviously do a budget. Number 1 of budgeting, you want to make sure that the amount of money that you have coming into your household does not exceed the amount of money that you have leaving out of your household. It is very important to do a budget. I would recommend doing a budget monthly rather than doing a budget every 6 months, like a lot of people would obviously prefer to do. By doing a monthly budget, you're able to see where your expenses are and where you're actually spending more money than you actually need to. By doing a budget, you're able to kind of compare and contrast your needs versus your wants, what is necessary for your household, and what is more of a not necessary for your household. So like a need that would be like a requirement would be like the mortgage or the rent that you're paying. Transportation would also be included in that with car insurance. Then you have food, which includes groceries, meal prepping, and so on and so on. Wants would be more of things like saying you want to get a latte from Starbucks, or you want to go out for girls' night. I know, very fond of that. Those are wants. Those are wants. They're not necessaries for your household. By doing a monthly budget, it will show you where you're spending majority of your money and where the less amount of your money is going. Number 2 would be to pay off debt. When it comes to debt, a lot of people have mainly like student loans, they have credit card debt. And the thing about that, I would say, is that I would recommend that people not use credit cards unless you know that you have the cash to pay that card off literally every month. When you fail to pay the card off every month, the bank is going to charge you that extra interest on the card. So you're actually going to be giving the bank more money than they already deserve. That's how I see it. Well, I would definitely recommend credit cards. Don't use credit cards unless you know for a fact that you have the money to pay it off every single month. As far as student loans, see about doing payment plans. A lot of people defer their loans to, I guess, the longest amount that you can. When it comes to mortgages, you want to try to pay them off as fast as you can, whether your mortgage is a 15-year or 30-year mortgage. But as far as debt, you want to try to minimize as much debt as possible. Number 3 would be opening a savings account that is going to give you a high interest. When I say that, I mean usually regular savings accounts usually only give you like 1 cent every year. Decide to open a high yield savings account, that will actually be more beneficial for you, because in that regard, then it's like your money is actually working for you and you want your money to work for you. The number 1 thing that you must always keep in mind is you want to always build compound interest, which is very, very important. Number 4 would be an emergency fund. Pretty much after you paid off your debt and you've done your budgeting, you want to put aside $1,000 to $2,000 for an emergency fund. The emergency fund is for things like, say your car gets a flat tire and you need to dip into your emergency fund to have the tire replaced. Say you need a new battery and you was not planning on putting a new battery in the car. So those would be like things that are emergency funds. Usually, I know a lot of people would tell you the most to put in an emergency fund would be 1,000. I would recommend that people have at least 2,000 because you never know and life happens to all of us. So I would tell you put $2,000 in the emergency fund just to be safe. Then number 5 is going to be develop other streams of income. Other streams of income may be like other side hustles that you have. Say maybe you like tennis shoes and you could reconstruct tennis shoes on the side. Say you do hair on the side besides having your 9 to 5 job. Or for some other people, YouTube is a good way to make other streams of income. Or if you like Instagram and you want to travel and you want to do a travel vlog or you want to write a blog, those are other things that you can do to make other streams of income, because nowadays you want to diversify your income as much as possible rather than just waiting on that one check that hits your account every 2 weeks or every week from your regular 9 to 5 job. Number 6 would be you want to always make sure that when you do get paid from your regular 9 to 5 job, that you take 10 to 15% of that income and invest it into the stock market and mutual funds, index funds, ETF. You want to do it. You want to make sure that you're investing that 10 to 15%. Specifically, if you can do 20%, the more the better. But for a lot of people starting off, the most they can probably do is 10%. So you want to make sure that you're investing that amount into the stock market because it will be able to compound interest for you. So you will actually have a large amount of money working for you. And the benefit of that also would be the IRS, they allow us to contribute $6,000 a year into our Roth accounts. So whether you have a regular Roth or you just regular IRA account, you'll be able to transfer $6,000 into that account, the most if you're under, I believe, like 50, maybe 55. So once you get up to like 55, I think it's like 7,000 is the limit that they allow you to usually allow as the cutoff. But for those under 50, your cutoff limit would be 6,000 every year. You want to make sure that you're getting that amount of money into your account if you can, or the 10% as the lowest amount depending on what your salary amount is from your 9 to 5 job. Because who knows if Social Security is going to be around for us. You know, you never know. And personally, I wouldn't bank on it, but we never know. Number 7 is going to be invest in real estate. Now, you can manage your money by investing in real estate. Like I've said in a previous video before, that you can buy a property, and a multifamily unit property, you can live in one side of the property and have a tenant living in the other side of the property. And basically, the tenant just pays for the mortgage that you have on that property, which is a win-win for you because you don't have to pay the mortgage from out of your own money. So it's a win. And then also with that, if for some people like to flip houses. So say they'll buy a property, fix it up, renovate it, and then flip it back on the market, which is another way of making money. So with real estate, you have different ways of bringing in the amount of income that you would desire, whether you want to hold the property or you just want to retrieve the property now, fix it up, and then flip it back on the market for an increased price. Then number 8 is going to be investing in businesses in the stock market. Last video, I said that companies like Microsoft, Apple, you will be able to invest into those companies by basically putting some money into it, buying it when it's low, and it is very low because they can be kind of expensive. When you buy into that company, it's basically you buying into a share part of the company, and that company is already reputable. They already have a good reputation, so they would just be making more and more and more money on top of what you already invested into the company. With share partners, it's not really a bad gig because I see it as, you know, you're really silent. You don't really have to do too much. It's a win-win. But these are the 8 ways that you can manage your money and have your money work for you. Now, like this video, you guys, and also subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment if there are any other videos that you guys would like me to do. Please leave that in the comments below. Bye.